Morning, students.
Good morning.
Good morning, all of you. Please switch on your videos. Okay, so today we are going to start the revision of our term 1 exam, starting with the chapter alternating current. So first of all, we can see what all things that we were discussed in this chapter. What are the equations are there under each topic and all. So here I have a concept map. Okay, so this is what about the overall picture of this chapter, alternating current. We are starting with the AC. What do you mean by AC? Alternating current. Define AC definition. Alternating current means?
It is a current that varies like a sine function with time.
Yes. Alternating current is a current that is varies like a sinusoidal wave function, or it is a current that is changes its magnitude and directions at a regular intervals of time. And in the case of alternating circuit, the current is represented by Im sin omega t, and the corresponding EMF is represented by Vm sin omega t. Instead of symbol I and symbol V, symbol current and that of the potential V, here we represent the current and EMF by Im sin omega t and Vm sin omega t, where Im is the maximum value of current and Vm is represents the maximum value of potential. And under this AC, we are discussing three subtopics: AC voltage applied through resistor, AC voltage applied through inductor, and AC voltage applied through capacitor. So whenever we are applying an AC voltage through resistor, the value of current is I is equal to Im sin omega t, and the value of voltage is V is equal to Vm sin omega t. What about the power factor, power that is generated in an AC applied through resistor? Equation for power.
Im.
P is equal to
Sin square omega t.
power factor of AC voltage applied through resistor. P is equal to
Pm into Im sin square omega t.
We are discussing a term Vrms into Irms. Root mean square value of current and that of the root mean square value of voltage. P is equal to Vrms and Irms. Then what do you mean by Vrms? Root mean square value.
Vm by root 2.
Vm by root 2. Vrms is equal to Vm by root 2. Similarly, Irms is given by Im by root 2. We need all these equations for our numericals. Okay. Then the relation between current and that of the frequency, resistance and frequency. I think we didn't discuss this graph in our class. We discussed about the graph of inductive reactance and that of the corresponding frequency, capacitive reactance and that of the corresponding frequency. Similarly, in the case of a resistor, whenever the AC voltage is applied through a resistor, the resistance versus frequency graph is a straight line. This is a straight line graph. If we draw the resistance value against the frequency, corresponding frequency, we get a straight line, horizontal line that is parallel to that of the frequency. Then the same case we are discussing in the case of alternating current through inductor. In the case of alternating current through inductor, what about the value of current? Current I is equal to Im sin omega t plus phi or minus phi. It is in the case of inductor. Inductor means ELI. EMF is lags the current by 90 degree. So what is the equation for current in the case of inductor?
Im sin omega t minus 90.
Im sin omega t minus 90. What about the value of V? Voltage in the case of inductor? Vm sin omega t. Vm sin omega t. Okay, I is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90, and the value of voltage is V is equal to Vm sin omega t. And the graph for corresponding inductor for inductive reactance against the frequency is a straight line. It is a slanting straight line. The same case we are discussing in the case of AC voltage applied through capacitor. In the case of AC voltage applied through capacitor, current leads the EMF by pi by 2. That is what is we are discuss it ICE. Here the current in the case of capacitor, current leads the EMF by 90 degree. Then the equation for current becomes I is equal to Im sin omega t plus 90, V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay. Then we discuss the case of AC voltage applied through inductor, capacitor, and resistor. In that case, we are discussing an equation for impedance. What about the equation for impedance of LCR circuit? Impedance is given by Z is equal to root of R square plus XL minus XC the whole square. Again, what do you mean by impedance of LCR circuit? Impedance of LCR circuit.
Total resistance of.
Yes, it is the total resistance offered by the LCR circuit. The total resistance offered by LCR circuit is known as impedance, and its equation is given by Z is equal to root of R square plus XL minus XC the whole square. And at resonance condition, what happens? This XL is equal to XC, then the impedance of the circuit is become equal to R. Z is equal to R. That is, the circuit is purely behaves like a resistive circuit. Then we discuss the quality factor or sharpness of resonance. The quality factor is something that is define the sharpness of resonance. What is the equation for determining the quality factor? Quality factor. Equation.
IL by R or Chi by R.
Yes, Q is equal to, in the case of inductor, it is inductive reactance divided by resistance. Similarly, in the case of capacitance, quality factor Q is equal to Chi C divided by R. Here you can see an equation L omega 0 by R. It is representing this Chi L by R, because what is Chi L? Chi L is equal to L omega. Since here we are consider the resonance condition, we can take it is omega 0. So Chi L is equal to L omega 0, or we can write quality factor is equal to L omega 0 divided by R. Both equations are right. Quality factor Q is equal to Chi L by R. Chi L is nothing. It is the inductive reactance given by the equation L omega. But here we are consider the resonance condition. So we need to consider the resonant frequency. It is omega 0. So we can write quality factor Q is equal to L omega 0 by R. Similarly, here we can write one more equation. Q is equal to, we know that Chi C. What is Chi C? Chi C is equal to 1 by C omega, right? It is 1 by C omega. But here we consider the resonance condition. So Chi C becomes equal to 1 by C omega 0. And here the quality factor Q is equal to Chi C divided by R. That is equal to 1 by C omega 0 by R. That is equal to R by C omega 0. Not 1 R by C omega 0, 1 by C omega 0 R.
Ma'am,
Yes?
is there any definition for sharpness?
Sharpness of resonance. There is no particular definition for sharpness of resonance. We can say sharpness of resonance can be defined in terms of the quality factor. And we have two equations are there for calculating the sharpness of a resonance. Sharpness of resonance is otherwise we can calculate it by one more equation is there for calculating the sharpness of resonance. What is that? It is the ratio of, it is, you can see from the equation itself, you can see a definition. It is the ratio of resonant frequency, omega 0, to that of the bandwidth, 2 delta omega. It is the ratio of resonant frequency to that of the bandwidth. And depending upon this value of delta omega, the sharpness of resonance is either increase or decrease. And this omega 0 by 2 delta omega is something which is equivalent to that of the quality factor or Q factor. So if the AC voltage is applied through LCR circuit, here we need to consider the total resistance offered by inductor, capacitor and resistor. It is given by Z is equal to root of R square plus XL minus XC the whole square, where R is the resistance offered by resistor, XL and XC is the resistance offered by the inductor and capacitor respectively. Then under resonance or at resonance condition, the resistance offered by inductor will become equal to resistance offered by the capacitor. That is what is known as the resonance condition. XL or chi L is equal to chi C. Then we can say the LCR circuit is purely behaves like a resistive circuit, that is Z is equal to R. Then we can define the sharpness of resonance. It is something we can define in terms of quality factor. An equation for sharpness of resonance is omega 0 by 2 delta omega, where omega 0 is the resonant frequency. Omega 0, it is the resonant frequency. Then students, can you see what about the value of current under this resonant frequency omega 0? Value of current. Is it maximum or minimum? Under resonance condition, we get a maximum value of current. That is what is we are portrayed in the sharpness of resonance graph. We are draw a graph like this. Here if we have omega 0, that is the resonant frequency. Correspondingly, we have a maximum value of the current is obtained. Okay. Then we are going to discuss about AC voltage through CR. CR means chi L term is absent. Chi L is equal to 0. Then the equation for impedance become Z is equal to root of R square plus chi C square. Here the chi L term cancel. So R square plus chi C square. Then again, in the case of LR circuit, here chi C is equal to 0. Then the impedance become Z is equal to root of R square plus chi L square. And what is this equation? Tan phi represents tan phi. This is a concept map that gives a total picture of this chapter. After this, we can discuss the numericals. What is this tan phi represents? Tan phi. We write an equation regarding with this tan phi in LCR circuit.
Angle of deviation.
Angle of deviation or angle of direction of the current, right? Tan phi gives the direction of the current. That is tan phi is equal to, what is the equation for calculating tan phi?
Chi L minus chi C.
Yeah, chi L minus chi C divided by R. Chi L minus chi C by R is the equation for calculating tan phi in the case of LCR circuit. If you are consider it is in the case of CR circuit, that the term chi L is absent, then the equation becomes chi C by R. Tan phi is equal to chi C by R. Similarly, in the case of LR circuit, here chi C is absent, so the tan phi is equal to chi L by R. The direction of the current in the case of LR circuit, tan phi is equal to chi L by R. In the case of CR circuit, where inductor is absent, then the tan phi is equal to chi C by R. Then the next one is power factor. Power in AC circuit. We discussed the power in resistor, power in inductor, and power in capacitor, right? Did you remember what is the equation for power in order to calculate the power in an AC voltage through resistor? Equation for power through AC voltage through resistor.
VRMS into IRMS.
Yes, in the case of resistor, power is given by P is equal to VRMS into IRMS. What about in the case of inductor? Power is equal to, in the case of inductor, power is equal to
Minus VMIM by 2 sine 2 omega t.
inductor. We find the value of power in the case of inductor and capacitor.
Zero.
Average value of power. We are discussing about the average value of power. It is equal to 0. Okay. Average value of power in the case of inductor is 0. Here also the average value of the power in the case of resistor P is equal to VRMS and IRMS. Similarly, in the case of capacitor, P average is equal to 0. So in the case of AC circuit, the power is present only in the case of resistor. It is given by P is equal to VRMS into IRMS. In the other two cases, that is in the case of inductor and the capacitor, the average power P average is equal to 0. Then one more topic is there in your textbook about the power factor. Actually, it comes under the deleted portion. Anyway, you write this equation. Power in AC circuits. Power in AC circuits. Another equation is there for calculating the average power of all the LCR circuit, that is given by P average is equal to, here we know that the power is present only due to the resistor. The power due to inductor, power due to capacitor is absent. So the average power is given by VRMS into IRMS into a power factor. That power factor is known as cos phi. Cos phi. Here we don't need to study entire derivations of this equation. Actually, this comes under the deleted portion. Anyway, you just write this equation. Power in AC circuits. Here this power factor cos phi comes under the deleted portion. So P average is equal to VRMS into IRMS into cos phi, where cos phi is known as power factor. And you must keep these points in your mind. The power in an LCR circuit is only due to the presence of resistor. Power present in resistor circuit is given by P is equal to VRMS and IRMS. But in the case of inductor and capacitor, the power generated will be equal to 0.
Ma'am,
Yes.
like we should note this down, please.
Yes. Even though it is comes under the deleted portion, you just note down this equation. One simple equation, power in AC circuit in total LCR circuit, that is P average is equal to VRMS IRMS into cos phi. Then in the last class, we discussed about the transformer. What do you mean by transformer? Transformer. Transformer.
Changes voltage.
Transformer is a device that is used to either increase or decrease the value of voltage, or it is change the value of voltage. Okay, transformer something, it's a device that is used to change the value of voltage is known as transformer. What is the principle of transformer? Principle.
It works on the principle of mutual induction.
Yes, it works based on the principle of mutual induction. And in the case of transformer, we study one equation, one common equation, that is phi P by phi S is equal to magnetic flux of primary coil to that of the secondary coil is equal to NP by NS is equal to number of turns in the primary coil to that of number of turns in the secondary coil is equal to. Next one. 5P by 5S is equal to NP by NS is equal to voltage generated in the primary coil to that of the voltage generated in the secondary coil. VP by VS is equal to. What about the current?
IS by IP.
IS by IP. IS by IP. So this is the general equation for the transformer. The relation between magnetic flux, number of turns, EMF, and that of the current generated in a transformer. 5P by 5S is equal to NP by NS is equal to VP by VS is equal to IS by IP. And the last one is efficiency. Efficiency of a transformer is denoted by eta. What is the equation for calculating the efficiency of a transformer? All these points already discussed. I need the quick response from you guys. How we can calculate the efficiency of a transformer?
Output power by input power.
Yes, efficiency of a transformer is given by output power divided by input power. Output power divided by input power. Here the output power is given by VSIS and the input power is given by VPIP. Therefore, eta is equal to VSIS divided by VPIP. So this equation is also important. And for an ideal transformer, what is the value of eta? For an ideal transformer, eta is equal to? You know the answer, but you are hesitant to say the answers. Eta is equal to 1. Okay, for an ideal transformer, eta is equal to 1. That is, the output power is equal to input power. Sometimes it may be asked for MCQ. What about the value of efficiency of transformer for an ideal transformer? Efficiency of an ideal transformer, it is equal to 1. The last topic of the lesson is AC dynamo. AC dynamo is also known as another name for AC dynamo. AC generator, or it is also known as alternator. Okay, there are three names are there: AC generator, AC dynamo, and alternator. Then yesterday we discussed about the parts of this AC generator. It consists of armature coil, magnet, the poles of a powerful magnet, slip ring, and brushes. And what is the working principle of AC generator or AC dynamo? Electromagnetic induction. Transformer is work based on the principle of mutual induction, where the AC generator is works based on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Then what about the value of EMF generated in an AC generator? It is given by E is equal to NBA omega sin omega t. And yesterday we see that this NBA omega is the maximum value of the EMF generated in the AC generator. So we equate that term NBA omega is equal to E0. So the EMF generated in the AC generator is given by E is equal to E0 sin omega t. Similarly, what about the value of current in the case of AC generated? Value of current? Induced current, expression for induced current, I is equal to E is equal to E0 sin omega t. Induced EMF generated by the AC generator is given by E is equal to E0 sin omega t. Similarly, what is the expression for induced current generated by AC generated? I is equal to I0 sin omega t. I is equal to I0 sin omega t, where this I0 is the maximum value of current that is generated by the AC generator. Okay. So that's all about the total picture of this chapter, alternating current. So now let us see some MCQ questions based on this chapter. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Okay. What will be the equation of AC of frequency 75 Hertz if its RMS value is 20 ampere? What will be the equation of AC of frequency 75 Hertz if its RMS value is 20 ampere? Options are I is equal to 20 sine 150 pi t, I is equal to 20 root 2 sine 150 pi into t, I is equal to 20 by root 2 sine 150 pi t, I is equal to 20 root 2 sine 75 pi into t. What will be the equation of AC of frequency 75 Hertz if its RMS value is 20 ampere? Then can you say this problem is related to which type of component? AC voltage through resistor, AC voltage through capacitor, or AC voltage through inductor?
Resistor.
Yes, because here the RMS value is given. So we can relate this problem something related to AC voltage through resistor. Then what is the right option? What will be the equation of AC of frequency 75 Hertz if its RMS value is 20 ampere? What is the equation for current in the case of resistor? Equation for current.
I
IM sin omega t.
I is equal to Im sin omega t. In the case of a resistor, the value of current can be calculated by I is equal to Im sin omega t. RMS value of the current is given. RMS value. So from that RMS value, we can calculate Im, maximum value. What is the relation between maximum value of current and the RMS value of current? IRMS and Im.
IM by root 2.
Yeah. IRMS is equal to Im divided by root 2. So from this equation, we can calculate the value of Im because the RMS value of current is provided in this question. So IRMS is equal to Im by root 2, which implies Im is equal to IRMS into root 2. What is IRMS? RMS value of current?
20.
20. So we can say Im is equal to 20 root 2. So in this equation, Im becomes 20 root 2. So in this option, option A is wrong. Option C is also wrong because Im is something 20 root 2. So we need to check with the B and the D. So here I is equal to 20 root 2 sine omega t. So here we want to find out the value of omega, angular frequency. For that, they are giving the frequency 75 Hertz. What is the relation between omega and that of the frequency. Omega is equal to
2 pi f.
2 pi f. Omega is equal to 2 pi f. And here the frequency is given, that is omega is equal to 2 pi f. What is the f? 75. 75. Therefore, omega is equal to 75 into 2 pi. What is 75 into 2?
150 pi.
150 pi. So the answer will be I is equal to 20 root 2 sine omega. Omega, instead of omega, we can substitute this value 150 pi into t. Is there any option like that? So which is the correct answer? Answer is 20 root 2 sine 150 pi into t. That is option number B is right, D is wrong. Is this problem is clear to you? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you just try to focus on what are the parameters are given in the question. Here the RMS value of current is provided. RMS value of current you just try to express in mathematical form. IRMS is equal to 20 ampere. The frequency F is given 75 hertz. Then we want to calculate the expression for current. That is I is equal to Im sin omega t. If IRMS is given, we can think that it is something related to AC voltage applied through resistor. Okay. Now the next question. The peak value of an alternating EMF E is given by E is equal to E0 cos omega t is 10 volts and its frequency is 50 hertz at a time t is equal to 1 by 600 seconds. The instantaneous EMF is. Calculate the instantaneous EMF. The peak value of an alternating EMF is given by E is equal to E0 cos omega t is 10 volts and its frequency is 50 hertz at a time t is equal to 1 by 600 seconds. Then the instantaneous EMF is dash. Is it 10 volt, 5 root 3 volt, 5 volt or 1 volt? How we can solve this? The equation is given. E is equal to E0 cos omega t. E is equal to E0 cos omega t. So here instead of E0, we are used to practice it is by EM. Or E is equal to EM cos omega t. E0 and EM both are indicates the maximum value of voltage or maximum value of potential, the peak value. And what is EM? What's the value of EM? It's already given here. Value of EM. The peak value of an alternative EMF E is given by E is equal to EM cos omega t is 10 volt. Okay. The peak value of the voltage is already given here. That is E is equal to EM cos omega t. This is our equation. Or E is equal to E0 cos omega t. Both the E0 and EM, both are indicates the maximum value of voltage. Maximum value of voltage. So here EM is given, it is 10 volt. EM is equal to 10 volt. We need to find an expression for cos omega. T is also given. T is equal to 1 by 600 seconds. What about omega? How we can calculate omega? Frequency is given here. Frequency is 50 hertz. So omega is equal to 2 pi f. That is omega is equal to 2 pi into f is given, that is 50. The equation is already given, E is equal to EM cos omega t. Equation for calculating the instantaneous value of EMF. Instantaneous value of EMF is given by E is equal to EM cos omega t, where EM or E0 represents the maximum or the peak value of voltage. It is already given here. The value is 10 volt. The time is given, that is 1 by 600 second. Then omega. Omega is related by an equation, or it is given by the equation. Omega is equal to 2 pi f, where f is given. Frequency is 50 hertz. So you just substitute all these value into this equation. So E is equal to EM cos omega t. That is equal to 10 into cos. Instead of omega, we have 2 pi into 50 into 1 by 600. Solve it. Then we get the instantaneous value of EMF. Did you get the answer? Which is the right option? Is it option A, 10 volt? Ten into cos 2 pi 50 into 1 by 600. Did you get the answer? Which is the correct option? Is it 10 volt, 5 volt, 5 root 3 volt, or 1 volt?
5 root 2.
Okay, anyway, it is not equal to 1 volt, 10 volt, and 5 volt. When we are solving this equation, it is not equal to a decimal term. It is not equal to 1 volt, 10 volt, and 5 volt. So the correct option is option number B, 5 root 3 volt. Just try to solve this equation, cos 2 pi 50 into 1 by 600 into 10. It is not equal to a simple decimal value, 1 volt, 10 volt, and 5 volt. It's something is a decimal point will be there. So sometimes it may be equal to 5 root 3 volt. 5 root 3 volt is the correct option. Next question. The instantaneous value of current in a AC circuit is I is equal to 2 sine 100 pi t plus pi by 3 ampere. The current at the beginning t is equal to 0 second will be dash. Options 2 root 3a, B root 3a, root 3 by 2a, and option D 0. The instantaneous value of current in an AC circuit is I is equal to 2 sine 100 pi into t plus pi by 3a. The current at the beginning t is equal to 0 second will be dash. So here the instantaneous value of current is given by the equation I instantaneous is equal to 2 sine 100 into pi into t plus pi by 3. We want to calculate the current at the beginning, that is at t is equal to 0. So instantaneous value of current means the current at a particular instant of time. So here we want to calculate the current at t is equal to 0. So this equation becomes I at t is equal to 0 is equal to 2 sine 100 pi into t. Here we want to substitute t is equal to 0. So 100 pi into 0 plus pi by 3. So it becomes I at t is equal to 0 is equal to 2 sine 100 pi into 0 becomes 100 pi into 0.
0.
0 plus pi by 3 ampere. Again, I t is equal to 0 is equal to 2 sine 0 plus 2 sine pi by 3. Sine 0 is equal to 0. So 0 into 2 is 0. So the first term cancel. So we can say I at t is equal to 0 becomes 2 sine pi by 3. What is sine pi by 3? That is 2 sine pi means 180. 180 by 3. 180 by 3 means sine 60. That is equal to 2 sine 60. What is the trigonometric value of 60? Sine 60?
Root 3 by 2.
Root 3 by 2. So it becomes 2 into root 3 by 2. 2 and 2 cancels. What is left? root 3 ampere. So what is the right answer? Which option will be right? 2 root 3a, root 3 by 2a, root 3a or 0?
B.
Option B, it is root 3a. Okay, so now it's the time.